go through Remine. We're just going to do a couple of just a little overview of what the system is. If you don't have it yet, I highly suggest you get it. I use it again every day for my real estate business. You can use it for so many things. There's a multitude of ways of using it. And like I had mentioned, Jennifer here from New World Title is actually, in the title industry, and she's not even a realtor, and she uses it consistently for her business as well. So just a little overview real quick of what the system is. Oh, is that showing up very large for you guys? Can
Yeah,
someone?
it
It's
is showing.
That doesn't look right, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Um, in any case, I'll read it to you. Remine is a robust real estate platform that uses a lot of data from the internet to basically capture homeowners and renters information into the one system for you. This is their logo here on the left, and I'm going to apologize, guys. I don't know why this looks like this. I will throw up the presentation. I have it, so if you do want the link to the presentation itself, just please go ahead and leave your email in the chat, or you can contact me directly at rosiesellsmiami@gmail.com. I will be more than happy to send this to you. I don't know why. I was having a little technical issue this morning, so I'm guessing that's what did this to the system. But it incorporates property information and gives you AI analytics on basically determining what people are doing with their home, or that home in particular. It can analyze a lot of different data, such as whether or not a homeowner is going to move soon. It'll analyze and give you information. Of course, if the person has that information disclosed, you will find sometimes in the system that an owner has their number or email address not listed. But oftentimes it will also tell you if someone's on the DNC list, which means do not call registry. So it gives you a lot of homeowner information, and it's for prospecting. For example, as a real estate agent, I use this in order to determine which homes in a neighborhood, for example, I might want to send a personalized letter to. A homeowner that might be in distress, their property just went into foreclosure or short sale process, and if their number is there, of course, that's a wonderful time to go ahead and call them and see how you can offer your expertise and your help for that person in particular. If you're farming a neighborhood, this is a wonderful system to farm a neighborhood. Why? Because you can go into it, map the specific neighborhood you're looking for, and go ahead and grab all those phone numbers, email addresses, and property addresses for these homeowners that you might want to target to farm in one specific generalized area. It's a nice system where it allows you to just go ahead and download all that info all at once, and you don't have to go searching through multiple different systems to find people's mailing addresses, their interest, whether they have a high, medium, or a low cell score. So it's a really great system that shows you a lot about a given property or neighborhood. So some key points here, as far as the property data, like I had mentioned, it accesses comprehensive information on each property, such as the history, the transaction details, mortgage records, and tax data. And this would be the information that Jen would use on her side, being in title. For us, Remine uses AI and machine learning to predict when a property is most likely to sell. Like I had mentioned, it helps agents focus their resources efficiently, meaning you're going to be able to target and farm areas in a much more efficient way than using multiple systems. I will say Remine gives me nothing for promoting their services. They don't even know I do it. I'm just an agent that uses it and loves it, and I know that other industry professionals do as well, such as Jennifer. Like I had mentioned, also contact information. Remine does provide you contact information for homeowners, and you can also see if there's an absentee seller, which means the contact information you're going to get from that property most likely is a renter, and it will give you a buying score as well. It will let you know if that renter has been searching online for properties, therefore they're interested. It'll also give them like a high, medium, or low buy score as well, and that way you can email that renter, give them a call if their number's there, and see how you can help them. It does give you that contact information. Like I said, sometimes it will say DNC next to it, and I highly suggest you do not call that number, as they are on the do not call registry. But if you don't use a service like Redx and you don't know that, Remine kind of encapsulates all of that info all in one place, which is why I like it. I don't have to be using too many things at once. Consumer engagement tools like live chat and scheduling, they enable seamless interaction with your clients. If you do, I don't use it this way, but there are a lot of other features you can use. I have a CRM, which is what I use to interact with my clients, but for someone in title, for example, like Jen, who doesn't use a CRM, what happens there is that this system can kind of act as your contact relation manager with your clients, because it does have a chat feature, which is pretty cool. And your clients can also set up like a schedule if you're interested in scheduling meeting with them or a chat. They can schedule that through a calendar. That was a new feature that they just added. And my favorite is that it's integrated with the MLS, because that's going to give me the most real-time MLS data. It keeps me up to date with the latest information on each property. So it's going to help you knowing, if something went under contract yesterday or expired this morning. This system is fully integrated with the MLS, which is amazing, and it's going to give you that data as well. So some benefits of using Remine. It will definitely save you time. I can attest for that. So by consolidating various aspects of the real estate process, Remine saves agents a considerable amount of time. This much is very true. Target marketing. Predictive analytics allow agents to focus on homeowners most likely to sell, making their marketing efforts more targeted and more effective. Hey, Jen, thanks for joining us.
Hey, sorry I'm late. You have no idea. Can you see me? I don't even know. I'm on my phone.
Yes, we can see you. We can see you. And we are live and we are recording. And we've got, I believe it's like 8 guests with us. So that's awesome.
Hi, everyone.
I've just got one more slide to go through. So Jen, just to catch you up, all I'm doing is just letting everyone know, just in case they've never used Remine before. We do have someone joining us, Jan, who has never used Remine before. So just a little overview of what the system does. And then I was hoping you would be amazing. And once I'm done with this, you'd hop us in and show us how in particular you use Remine. Because I know that you said you teach a class on this every so often. So it would be awesome to get your insight.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, guys. So really quick back on this. So again, target marketing, like I said, you can really target with Remine. You don't have to really wonder about other neighborhoods. If you're looking for a neighborhood in particular by name, trust me, Remine will find it. You pop the name in there of the neighborhood and you're able to farm that neighborhood and get all the info you need from all the houses there, kind of literally within 3 clicks. I believe it really only takes 3 clicks to do that. So client engagement, again, I haven't used this portion yet. It is kind of new, but you can put your client's information in Remine, and if something comes up that matches what they're looking for, sort of like a CRM for my real estate agents here on with me, just like a CRM, it will kind of find homes that match what they're looking for, and it'll indicate that for you in the system. That way you can send it to them and you guys can set up an appointment, because that's what it's all about. Your knowledge-based decisions with comprehensive property data at your fingertips. Truly, agents can make more informed decisions. That's why I push Remine so much. Anyone asks me what system I use for prospecting, I make Remine a daily part of my routine as an agent. So harnessing the power of it, really. Yeah, so this little technical issue I had seems to have messed up all the graphics in here. So this is what you'll be able to see. If you guys can see my screen here, this blurry version is what the system looks like, which I've gone through a couple of times, because again, this is my 4th class on Remine. But I'm going to continue to do it just because I think it is such a powerful system for all of us, no matter what sector of real estate you're in. So this is what the system looks like when Jen shows us what she does. You're going to be able to see the platform look in this way. So harnessing the power of Remine, what really can you do, right? So just as an overview, ultimately Remine just empowers real estate agents to make data-driven decisions, engage effectively with clients, and maximize their success in the real estate market. I just love all the things we can do with this system as agents, and Jen here in the title industry is going to show us how she uses this one-stop shop platform sort of to make her business a little smoother as well. Then as always, guys, I've got my contact information here. This is me. Let's connect. Let's be friends. The more the merrier. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook and Threads, which I still don't know what I'm doing with, but let's be honest. I think
It's a mixed
everyone
platform.
right. It's seriously, it's just another Twitter, but I'm there. I wasn't on Twitter, but I've come with the masses now and I'm on Threads. So Rosie Sells Miami, you can find me everywhere. And if you want to email me for a copy of this, it's rosiesellsmiami@gmail.com. All right, Jen, I'm going to hand it over to you. Tell us all the good stuff. How do you use this daily for your own business?
Okay, well, I don't really use it for my title business. I actually use it for foreclosures.
Perfect.
So the I'm on my phone, so I can't get in there now. Have you
Okay.
shared the screen with them at all, Rosie?
No, but I can. I'll go right in right now.
Oh, the Remine screen real quick. So what I like about this is looking for foreclosures. So as you all know, we do have an inventory shortage. And I think this is a great tool. I always tell people, if there's no inventory, then let's make inventory. Because there's
Mhm.
people, but there's still distressed properties out there. And this is a good way to access it, because the hardest part of finding foreclosures is you got to get the case number to see what's going on with the docket. Do they already have an
Right.
attorney? Is this pendants? Is it already with a final judgment? Because all these are key factors. So
Right.
go filter. You're gonna filter. Okay, see here you have filters on the top. You're gonna filter sell score high, of course.
Okay,
You're
hold on.
gonna
So this was obviously
click
me. This was me
on-
doing my own. Can everybody
okay,
see this? See this, Jen?
yeah, I can see it.
All right, perfect. So sell score.
Right, sell score high, of course. Higher medium. I always go higher medium.
Okay.
Then I go to distress. I think it's on the bottom.
Yep, right here.
Yeah, distress. And then, okay, here's the thing. It depends what you're looking for. List pendants means that they just got the list pendants, meaning that they're in foreclosure, and notice of default is kind of like the beginning. Notice of foreclosure sale means that it already has a sale date, and notice to streets, trustee sale means that it also already has a sale date. So if it already has a sale date, it depends what you're looking for. If it already has a sale date, then that means you're at the end of the foreclosure. So I always like to look for list pendants or
Right.
notice.
For tell us, because if for real estate agents, right, we're going to want to hop in at this point in time to be able to offer our help.
Right, to be able, because you know, you don't have to go to foreclosure. It's not like back in the day, like when the market first crashed, that you could live in your house 9 years, like I did.
Mhm.
Those days don't exist anymore. They move a little quicker, but you still have time. So some people don't understand that they could have equity in their house, and instead of having a foreclosure, because once you're behind payments and you're already, once they give you a list pendants or a notice of default, that means it's not, oh, I can pay what I owe as far as payments. Oh, I owe 3 months. No, you have to pay the whole thing off.
Mhm.
So at this point, the lender either wants for you to pay them off. How are you going to pay it off? A refi would be one way, but if you're already late on your mortgage, chances are you can't do a refi.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
So you'd have some kind of sale. Something will come out of this, but I always do list pendants or notice of default.
Okay.
And I click on those, right? And then I go on the top filter because I don't want anything listed on the MLS. So there's a filter, I
Right.
think, on the top on the drop down, Rosie, that says not.
Yeah, I know. Off market. Hold on, I'm trying to get there.
Right. Yeah.
We're in the ocean now, though.
It's on the, I think you have to do a little drop down on the top
So
where it says add filter.
it's actually in
Quick.
advanced. In advanced, guys, if you click advanced, you're going to see here the status off market.
Oh, you have a better way of doing it.
Yeah, I just
Nice.
go I click advanced and then I just do off market.
Okay, there you go. You see, I just learned something new right now.
I don't know how you do it, but yeah, you just hit advanced right here, and then it's just the one little thing that says off market. Make
And
sure you
obviously,
guys is very
yeah, and obviously you can pick an area, the whole thing,
yes.
you know what I mean?
So this is
So
just general, let's say you really just want to work in this area right here in Westchester. And I know, Jan, you're visiting us in Virginia, so welcome to the streets of Miami, where you can see our this is Miami International Airport. So just to give you a general idea, that's the area that we're looking at here. It's right here off the airport. And that area has what, 89 in particular. So as you move the map, you can see in certain areas how many of these areas actually match the criteria you put in. And we put in, look, distress deals, that they're off market, meaning that no other agent has them on right now. They're not being helped at the current moment, and they have a medium to high sell score. And that medium to high sell score is going to indicate that, for all these reasons plus more, that AI is able to, that the Remine AI is able to go in and understand, meaning like their searches on Google, and yep, those things matter. It's taking that information in and letting you know that these people have a medium to high sell score. So these are the people you're going to want to talk to in particular. And so, Jen, what do you do from here?
So just pick an area, any area, so the properties come up. Just any
Okay.
area, okay. So pick, all right, and then let's pick the first one here, the 212 high off market on the
Perfect.
side. So we'll go in there, right, and we'll see. If you go down, you're gonna see, here we
So
go,
you're
this pendant.
This is the ledger on
So
the
they
side.
Right, so you see where it says red distress, and it says
Yep.
recording date, notice of this pendant, March 1st. So this is like fresh. March is pretty recent. And those are your borrowers. And then you see how it gives you the case number. So if you wanted to actually go to further research, you can actually look up the case number.
Right.
But here you see it doesn't,
In county
it doesn't,
records.
right. In county records, you can look up the case number, then go down more. You have all the information of the property. So you could actually, if you wanted to attack distressed properties, you could pull down the list. Wow, this is right by my house too.
There you go, Jen.
Let me see that one.
Yeah.
9250 West Flagler, that's right by my house. So you see here, they have active mortgage, they have a HELOC. What do they
Yeah,
have?
this information, guys, this kind of information, right, Jen? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but and I've been doing this for a little while now. This is hard. This is a hard information to come by, and the fact that the system, pulls it all in one, it's almost like your little, I feel like an FBI agent at some point. I
Yeah,
feel like I do too
like a
much.
cheat sheet. It's like a cheat sheet.
Yes,
So, and
I do too
you can
much.
actually go further on, bless you, I think you sneezed. You can go further on and look up the case number, but you can download this list and you could mail. You can start a campaign. Hey, there you have options. Foreclosure's not the answer. Something
Right.
like that, so you could actually start, because they do have options. They don't have to just foreclose,
Absolutely. Let me show you really quick in here for the contact information. So you're going to go all the way at the bottom, guys, and the last bit of information is going to be the contact information registered here. This person has a phone number and is not on the DNC. So I know that this is a very, very, good property and person to contact.
Yes.
This was a high score and has all of that
No, hold on,
information.
go back, because it even shows you, if it has equity. Like, for instance, these people on the top, you see it says, this property was purchased for 25 and for 25.4 years in 1998. Yeah, I think, and if you go on the top, scroll up, I think it shows you what the equity is, up. Equity, okay, so
90,000.
this one doesn't have that much equity.
Right. So there
So
are
now
other
you
ones
know.
you're going to see that there's plenty more equity.
Right, so that one maybe whatever, there's not a lot of equity, but you know what, the way I see it, if you do a mass campaign
Sure.
and people call you, maybe you won't be able to help that person, but that just raises a conversation. You're willing to help somebody in a foreclosure. So imagine, that's a conversation that opens up a relationship. If somebody else wants to buy or sell, or somebody has that, they'll refer you that person. So it opens
Right.
up the referral door. So they can't always be home runs, like I tell everyone, but sometimes just
Right.
the contact that can lead into something else.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is a great tool, like Rosie said, because now you can actually put that list in your cart, let's say, and if you want to
Right.
do a mass campaign, you can, and you can save it and be looking at it as time goes by to see what's going on. If it's something, me personally, I like to look for foreclosures for myself. If it's something, let's say that it looks good, I'll actually get in the car and go knock on the door.
There you go.
But I mean, that's how far you want to take it. But I mean, that's an
Sure.
option. If you can't get a hold of them on the phone and you know that they live there, they're not like an absentee owner. Because that's another thing. If you want to know any absentee owners, you can actually put the filter for people who are
Absolutely.
non-absentee owners or absentee owners. So we can actually filter it down to,
Yep.
we want people that live in the property.
So many things, so many different search features and filters that there are in the system. You can really, like I had mentioned before you hopped on, that there is no shortage of information you can find here. You can even find renters, because like I had mentioned to them, if you search under absentee, whether they're in state or out of state, regardless, the number and information that comes up under associated people most likely is the person that's in that house as a renter. And if their buy score is high, they've been most likely searching to get out of that rental and become homeowners. So that's another tool that
That's a
Remine
great tool. Also, you could do, there's so many fun little things that you can come up with. So you can also do absentee owners who have owned more than 10, 15, 20 years.
Right.
And investors, maybe, you know, they have a lot of equity right now. Maybe they weren't thinking of selling, but if you tell them how much equity they have in their house, maybe they'll think twice. And
Correct.
you could do 25 plus years, investors, absentee owners, and you
Yep.
could see, hey, you have $300,000 of equity. I have a buyer. You think you wouldn't
Let's look at
sell?
that. Let's look at
Even if you
that.
don't
So,
have a buyer, say you have a buyer.
right. Even if you don't,
Just say you do.
the buyers will come. So I'm going to click off market, right? Because that's my first
Yeah.
indicator that I want. I want to go and make sure that let's just say in particular, I'm doing a just random search to show people who've never used the system before what it's like. I want single families only, let's say. Let's say I also want to be in only this zip code. You can do that. See how easy that did that for me? It just singled it all out for me. I didn't even have to go and use the little, what's it called, polygon tool or any of that. Does it for me.
Mhm.
So less I have to do, the better. And let me specifically only look for that equity. Let's say they're not even interested. I don't care about the buy score, like Jen said right now. We don't care about the buy score, but let's just say in this area is, pretty affluent. Let's see who's got a lot of equity in their home. Just for
Yeah.
fun.
Let's
There you
see.
go. Just for fun. And I did, that was 500. No, let's
Do
do
seven.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do 750. It's still a lot of people. 679 in this area.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. Okay. If we
Wow,
want
they
to
have
make
a lot of equity.
if we want to make that even smaller, I can go in and let's say just this area here. We have 13 houses in particular. And then just go down and see if any of these happen to have. I don't see any right now. They all look pretty low. But if I go in here now that I see that there's
Wow.
so many, I might as well toggle this and see what happens. Hey, we got one.
Whoa.
Do you see how the system's able to whittle it down for you? So minute. It's such a minute detail, right? Now we've literally found one human, one house. How crazy is that? From search, one human, one house, with a search of over 650 at one point when we started. So that's what I think is crazy about the system, and why I love it so much. And you can have 3 agents in a room together, or a room full of agents, and the searches are going to be completely different, and you guys are going to pull up different properties. This is great. Let's see if we've got any contact info. Okay, so this is when we go wah, wah, where things looked so great, but we don't have any contact information for these
Yeah.
owners. You know, that's a little stinky. However, like Jen said, and like I've always said, if you've hopped on my Tuesdays, I am a huge promoter of your own media, your marketing. So grab an envelope, grab a piece of paper, hand write it and address it to, you know, this address and pop it off in the mail. You know, it was a marketing opportunity that you didn't have yesterday or, you know, an hour before you did this. So there's zero
Or
harm
you
in
could actually even send them like a little CMA,
Yeah, absolutely. Handwritten
you know?
letter, a CMA, anything you want to send them, but you've got an address of someone who has a high self score here, and all you just don't have is their phone number, you know, but you've got their
Yeah,
address.
you do a CMA right from here and it comes out really cute.
Oh, beautiful. Jen, that's
You
great.
You can
I
even change the
love
colors,
that.
your logo, and you can send, I've done that before. I've sent it to them I've mailed it to their house.
Awesome. So great. If you're using this system, if you like I had mentioned before too, you can use this system like a CRM in a lot of ways that you can pop your client's information in there. You can also, like Jen saying, you can create really nice marketing from here directly. This is a new feature that they have where they actually allow you to do lead generation from here. And you can do a digital marketing campaign, you can do a mail marketing campaign with them. I use a lot of other systems. Like I said, I use this just kind of as like my database, like my go-to for real-time info. But you grab that list and you download it as a CSV file, and you pop it into any other system you want to use. Or if you don't want to do another system, right here. Remine's awesome, and you can do it all from one system. So that's pretty cool. Have you used any of this, Jen?
That I have not used, but now that you're showing me that, I'm gonna play with it a little bit. It's been a
Yeah.
while since on Remine. It's funny because I actually just got back on it. I started playing with it again last week, which is why I
Oh yeah.
mentioned it yesterday,
Yeah.
because I was like, let me get back on there. And I did notice they did some changes.
Yes, they have done some changes. So I highly suggest everyone use the system for trial purpose, see if you like it. But it's great. I highly recommend it. Truly, you can
Hey,
save
it's
searches. Yes,
smart.
and it's free for us. If you are check your
Oh yeah,
MLS.
that's
It's
it's
free
free.
for us. Yep. Check your MLS, guys. If you are associated with the Miami Association of Realtors, this is going to be 100% free and included in your realtor membership. So I highly suggest that you use this system, or just go in and see how it can work for you. See how you can make it work for you. Tons of different options. And again, you can always contact me if you've got any questions. Please feel free to contact me directly. I love Remine, use it every single day. And Jen is starting to use it again too.
Yeah, let me put my info in the chat. So if you guys
Please,
have questions on what I do for the foreclosures or whatever, you're more than welcome to reach out to me.
Jen, please
Um,
tell us so that those of us that are here, please tell us what you do and put your info in the chat, and so we can all stay in touch with you.
okay, well, I'm with New World Title, as you can see in the background, perhaps. I'm actually a title company. We're here in Florida. We're all over Florida. We do have offices in Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We're coming to Texas and the Carolinas soon. So, but yes, I've done investments. I've been in real estate over 30 years, if you could believe that. Um,
We cannot. By looking at you, we cannot.
but yeah, I have a little bit of knowledge of little bit here and there. I am a realtor. I don't do it. I only do it for myself, but I have knowledge in that too. So anything you guys need, I'm here to help. I believe in helping people. You do good, that comes back to you in other ways. So I'm a very helpful person. So anything you guys need, if you have a question, no, I could try to help you. If not, I can help you find the answer.
All right, and give us that
So
email
I'll
address.
put my info in the chat.
I'm typing it out for you. Don't even worry about that. Jen A at New World Title, right?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you. I put I put my cell number so you guys can have my cell number.
Beautiful. You're the best, Jen. Thank you so much. Thank you for hopping
I'm
on.
sorry, guys, just to let you guys know, I'm supposed to be leaving to Orlando. I have an event tomorrow over there. This is why I'm dressed like this, because I came to do hard labor. Had to come get boxes and then the time slipped away. So I apologize. I don't mean to be late. I'm a stickler for that. So
No.
thank you guys for welcoming me, even though I was late. And to thank you, Rosie, for allowing me to be part of this training.
Thank you, darling, for hopping on here, especially on a day where I know that you're traveling. I really appreciate you. And I think we all had a lot of fun and learned a little bit more about Remine. We should definitely do this more often.
Definitely, I'm super down.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Jen, for joining us.
I-
Hey guys, if no one's got any questions for us, I
Nope.
just looked at the chat. I think we're all caught up. No one's got any questions. I think we're gonna end it here, and I'll catch you next week. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye,
It was a
guys.
pleasure. Bye, everyone.
Have a